Good afternoon, everyone.
Good
Today with
afternoon.
us, yes, good afternoon, sir. Today with us, Dr. Mudassir Khan, sir, is an accomplished academic researcher, author, and consultant with expertise in computer science. He holds an MCA and PhD in big data analytics using deep learning. Currently, he is pursuing a postdoctoral fellowship at Multimedia University, Malaysia, and is a co-supervisor for postgraduate studies at Lincoln University College, Malaysia. With over 14 years of teaching and research experience, Dr. Khan has contributed significantly to the field as an assistant professor at King Khalid University. His expertise includes big data, deep learning, machine learning, data science, Internet of Things, and artificial intelligence. With a focus on medical imaging in healthcare, Dr. Khan has published over 100 plus research articles in prestigious journals and presented his work at international conferences. He has also edited numerous books with esteemed publishers and authored 4 books in computer science. His work continues to inspire researchers and practitioners in the technology and education. I welcome Dr. Mudassir Khan, sir. Welcome, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you very much for inviting me for the uh, Atal Online FDP by Dr. D.Y. Patil Institute of Technology, Pune. It's my pleasure to join. Okay, today I'm going to present FDP on AI-driven clinical decision support, medical and medical robotics. Okay, let me share the screen. 1 minute. First of all, I would like to thanks organizer of this FDP and especially Professor Vanita ma'am, who is coordinating with me from last few days. Okay, thank you all the faculty members who has joined
Thank
this
you, sir.
FDP. Can I continue, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please on your video?
Okay.
For a few minutes, we will take the
Okay, ma'am.
screenshot.
Okay. Okay, so today we are going to discuss artificial intelligence driven clinical decision support and medical robotics. As we are familiar that invest on healthcare as uh, healthcare is one of the most critical robotics came and most of the surgeries are happening by the medical robots. So even this AI sustainable development goal. So we are going.
So
Hello,
you are,
yeah, ma'am.
hello. Yes, sir. You are audible,
Am
sir.
I? Okay.
Yes.
So in this transformative potential of AI in healthcare, why AI matters now, why we need healthcare. As we worldwide, we are facing unprecedented challenges like clinical data complexity, shortage of specialized clinics, and increasing demand for personal treatment protocols. So AI-powered systems are revolutionizing how we diagnose, treat, and care for the patient, enabling faster evidence-based decision while medical robots deliver unprecedented precision in minimally invasive procedure. Nowadays, if we
Sir,
are visiting different hospital, hello, yeah, ma'am,
hello, sir, your
hello,
screen is not shared. Please share your screen, sir.
already
PPTs
shared.
are not visible.
Now,
Yes, it take time. Screen has started, sir. Yes, now it is visible. Yes, sir, visible.
okay, okay. In healthcare, what is the need of AI in healthcare? Clinical decision support. Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, okay, okay. So, so what are the AI technologies reshaping the healthcare? So as we are very much familiar that machine learning is widely used for predictive diagnosis using pattern recognition in patient histories, lab result, and vital sign to forecast the outcome. Then we have deep learning, especially for imaging, analysis for radiology, pathology, and genomics. And we have natural language processing for extracting the clinical insights from unstructured EHR, electronic health record notes, research literature, and patient communication. Next, we have reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is used to optimize robotic control system through trial and error learning, or AI equals data plus algorithm plus clinical context, Clinical decision support system transform patient care. What are CDSS? Clinical decision support systems. What are these? These are the intelligent platform, and these platforms are assisting home. These platforms are assisting healthcare provider by analyzing vast amount of patient data. Based on the patient data, these clinical decision support system works. What are the key benefits? What are the key benefits of CDSS? It reduces the diagnostic error, improve patient outcomes, enhance workflow efficiency for clinical teams, and it is going to enable predictive analytics. Medical robotics, precision meets innovation. Nowadays, if we are visiting different hospital, they for the surgeries and all, they are giving two choices to patients. Okay, if you want surgical operations or normal. So in most of the cases, still people are not by surgical. Why? Because still people are thinking that maybe any minor mistake can be done by the robots. Okay, because robots are working on pre-trained model. But this myth is wrong. Surgical robots are providing accuracy, as this accuracy is not provided by the human doctor. So surgical robots we have, like for example, Da Vinci surgical system. It is enhanced dexterity 3D visualization and tremor gait trainer, consistent repetitive motion therapy, accelerating recovery for stroke and spinal cord injury patients. Diagnostic robots, we have robotic biopsy system, sub-millimeter targeting accuracy, and this robot is providing sub-millimeter target by the human. Next is assistive and companion social care robots, and these robots are designed for the elderly care, for the old people, and for reminding many things, and for even for the household work. The power of AI robotic integration, cognitive intelligence. AI is going to analyze the patient data, surgical plan, real-time feedback. Then we have intelligence autonomy. System learn and improve, moving towards semi-autonomous surgical assistant. See, whatever the system, whatever the robots we are using, all are these are the pre-trained. These are the pre-trained. Whatever the things are trained to them, they will work on that. They will work on that. Physical intelligence. Robots execute precise movement with stability and consistency. But for to operate these robots, we need a doctor. We need a doctor, a specialized doctor with training. Closed loop feedback, real-time sensor data informs adaptive decision making during procedure. Like this synergy creates healthcare system that think, act, and act, combining computational intelligence with physical precision for optimal patients' outcomes. Navigating regulatory and ethical landscape. Different approval are there from USA, from even in India, we have our regulatory compliance. Even in Saudi Arabia, we even if we are performing any research, if we are writing any research paper, and if we are trying to collect the data from different sources, if we want to collect the data from like already available data from Kaggle, from Physionet, and from GitHub, for this we no need permission. Okay, we can analyze the data and we can improve the result as per our coding and our research. But if we are planning to take data, live data, real data from the hospital, then we need the ethical consents from the participants. To decision, data to decision. So first thing is that, and that is very important, data collection, how to collect the data. So we can collect data from different sources. If we want to collect data from different sources like IoT sensors, medical imaging system, electronic health wearable devices, even wearable devices like Apple Watch and other devices, wearable devices, we can collect the data. Data pipeline like pre-processing, cleaning the data, then feature engineering, model training, which model we are going to apply in our research, in our methodology, then we can validate the data. Next is inference and deployment. Deploy the data. Cloud computing for large scale analysis, edge computing for real time response. If we are planning for large scale analytics, we can use cloud computing. If we are working for real time response, then we can use edge computing. Next is hospital integration, seamless connectivity with existing IT infrastructure like PACS and clinical workflows. Next, from here, what we are going to take away, like AI decision system, robotic automation, even many clinical labs nowadays, robots are working automatically, like surgical, diagnostic, reliabilization, assistive robots in modern healthcare. Integration synergies like recognize how AI robotics combine cognitive and physical intelligence. Research opportunities is there. Identify emerging challenges in explainability, bias mitigation, and regulatory framework, and human AI collaboration. AI-powered clinical decisions support system transforming healthcare delivery throughout intelligent, data-driven clinical guidance and predictive analysis. So AI CDS clinical decision support system integrate multiple data streams. What are these? Like data acquisition, first process, Second is pre-processing of data. Then third is AI interference. Then clinical UI, user interface. TP types of, then we have different types of clinical decision support system. Knowledge-based system, non-knowledge based system, and hybrid system, means hybrid approaches, combined approaches. What are the knowledge based system? Leverage expert defined roles, clinical guidelines, decision trees to provide structured recommendation based on established medical knowledge. Medical, in this case, the medical knowledge is required. Non-knowledge based utilize neural network, support vector machine and transformer model that learn patterns directly from data without explicit programming. So in knowledge based system, everything is worked on structured recommendation. Everything should be in the manner of structured, and established medical knowledge is required, but here nothing. And next is combined rule based logic with machine learning to balance interpretability with adaptive learning capabilities for optimal clinical outcome. And we can use hybrid approaches for combining structured and unstructured approaches. Next is data sources and pre-processing pipeline. Input data. Whenever we are going to analyze anything, first what we have to do, we have to provide the input data types like structured data, vital sign, laboratory result, medication record, unstructured data, clinical notes, physician documentation, discharge summaries. Still, medical number of hospitals in different countries, they are suffering and they are planning to start like electronic health, like EHR. In this case, the patient database can be maintained. When the patient visit next time, they can check the history from his or her record. Simply what they will do, they will enter the ID, and with that ID, all the history of the patient, previous visit, what were the medications recommended, even any diagnostic was taken, everything will be there. So even different countries already they have applied. Next is medical imaging like CT scan, MRI sequences, X-rays, pathology slides. Pre-processing step, data wrangling. This is very important. Handling missing values. Sometimes if we are working on data, we are not getting 100% accurate data. So handling missing values, outliers through imputation strategies. We can apply the different strategies. Next is we have feature encoding. Feature encoding, we have converting clinical variable into model ready formats, Some models are ready, simply we can convert data into those models. Next is bias detection. What is bias detection? Identifying and mitigating demographic or sampling biases. Next is AI model architecture in CDSS, how it works. So we have different algorithms. Even most of the faculty members, you are familiar with these approaches. CNN, Excel at analyzing medical images. If you are planning to analyze the medical images, then you can use CNN detecting patterns in radiology scan. Next is RNN, recurrent network, RNN and LSTM, process temporal data sequences, tracking patient vitals. And if you are planning to track the patient's vital over time, then you can use this approach. And predicting clinical determination events. Next is transformer model. What are the nowadays even for the if data set is large, huge, in bulk, then you can use transformer model. BioBert and ClinicalBert understand medical text, extracting clinical meaning. And what it will do, these models are going to extract the clinical meaning from unstructured documentation with contextual awareness. See, as we are familiar, most of the data available is not structured. Okay, so whenever we are taking data from here and there, first we have to make it meaningful data for our research, for our work. Next is assemble method. Combining multiple model improves diagnostic accuracy by leveraging diverse algorithm. Different algorithm approaches we can use for robust clinical prediction if we are planning to predict anything. Next is explainable AI, building clinical trust. Even nowadays we are using explainable AI for what? For building a clinical trust. Like interpretability tools, shape values, quantify feature importance. Then we have Lime provides local explanation. GradCam we are using to generate visual heat maps, highlighting critical image regions that drive AI decision. Even this SHAP and Lime we are focusing for the especially for the breast cancer research. Why explainability matters? Transparent AI, artificial intelligence build clinical trust among the patient safety through verifiable reasoning, and it meets the regulatory compliance requirement for medical device approval. Then we have clinical implementation. Implementation is very important. It provides visual overlays on radiology. Images show how exactly where the AI detected abnormalities and what AI methodologies, AI approaches are going to do. AI approaches are going to detect the abnormalities, allowing physician to validate finding. And the physician can validate the findings against their clinical judgment. As per the case study, AI-powered diagnostic support, radiology and pathology application, deep learning model detect lung cancer nodules in chest CT scans with 94 sensitivity and outperforming individual radiologists while reducing interpretation time. So still, as per the different researchers, we have received by different deep learning model 94% detection accuracy, and the time reduction is 40% faster in case review. Next is ICU, intensive care unit, predictive analytics, saving lives. Nowadays, if we are visiting different hospitals, we are getting ICUs. In ICUs are especially for what? For the critical cases, emergency cases. And nowadays, the most of the hospital in developing countries, their ICUs are fully AI based. If patient need anything, everything is automated, and robots are there, autonomous robots are there, they are working. Okay, so most of the things are, even robots are monitoring, early warning detection is there, intervention and outcome is there. So continuous monitoring is there, real time analysis of vital sign, laboratory values and clinical trends are there. Early warning detection, predictive models identify sepsis and cardiac arrest risk hours before clinical manifestation. Intervention and outcome is there. Timely alerts enable proactive treatment. Nowadays, we are using different other AI methods. Next is natural language processing in clinical workflows. See, whenever we have different physician, different doctors worldwide, what they are doing, they are writing, they are recommending. Nowadays, in some countries, as I am here in Saudi Arabia, I observe that nowadays they are not writing on paper. Simply, here they are maintaining, here they are the government hospital and private hospital, they are maintaining the EHR. Whatever they are recommending, they are writing on directly on the software that is provided by the hospital. So whenever we will visit next time, our all the information will be there. But in some other countries, still the physician, they are writing on paper. But we need sometime it is readable, sometime it is not readable, sometime when people are collecting data, in that case some data is missing. So NLP, natural language processing algorithms, parse free text notes to identify diagnosis, medications, symptoms and procedure automatically. With the help of NLP, we can analyze those data. Next is documentation automation. AI system generate concise discharge summaries from lengthy clinical notes. Nowadays, if the hospital is fully automated, then no need to write on paper. If everything is available on the system, in an electronic health record, then no need to do manually. Everything will be decided, everything will be generated by the AI, and saving physician time while maintaining accuracy. Next is advanced language model. Advanced language model, we have BioGPT and MedPalm 2 answer clinical question. You can use them, assist with differential diagnosis, and provide evidence-based recommendation and different evidence-based recommendation. If you want, then it is available by using this model. Next is human AI collaboration in clinical decision support. How? So exploring the synergy between artificial intelligence and clinical expertise to enhance patient outcomes while maintaining human accountability and oversight. So we have some model like modern clinical support systems are built on a foundation of shared responsibility between AI algorithm and healthcare. So what are these? First is AI recommends. AI recommends. What is AI recommends? System analyzes patient data. System will do what here? System is going to analyze the patient data and generate evidence-based suggestion, providing clinician with data driving insights and diagnostic probabilities. Next is clinician decides. Clinician will decide. Healthcare professional will review AI recommendation. AI recommendation will not apply directly. For after AI recommendation, the physician, the clinician will review all these AI generated recommendation, then applies clinical expertise and makes the final determination based on comprehensive patient context. In this case, the physician will decide whether the recommended treatment or recommendations are okay or not. Next is human in the loop. Continuous oversight ensure accountability, ethical compliance, and quality assurance throughout the clinical decision making process. Next is decision override. Clinician retain full authority to override AI suggestion when clinical judgment, patient preferences, or unique circumstances warrant deviations. Next is evaluation metrics for clinical decision support system. What are the evaluation metrics for clinical decision support system? We have first classification metrics. In classification metrics, we obviously accuracy, precision, and recall. Accuracy, it is going to measure overall correctness across all prediction. Based on all prediction, how much we have received. Okay, maybe 93%, 94%, 95%. It depends on your research. And precision indicate the proportion of positive identification that are actually correct among the data you are analyzing. Next, recall, or we can call it sensitivity, capture the system ability to identify all relevant cases, and F1 score provides a harmonic mean balancing precision and it will balance both. Next is performance analysis. AUC, ROC curve evaluate diagnostic system performance across varying classification threshold essential for probabilistic clinical recommendation, and calibration ensure predicted probabilities match observed outcome, while confidence intervals quantify uncertainty in model prediction, whatever the model you are going to use. Next is deployment pipeline, how it is going to deploy. First, we have model validation. Model should be validated like rigorous testing using retrospective data. Cross validation can be there with existing literature and external data set to ensure reliability and generalizability. Next, clinical trial. If the research is based on clinical trial, then we can work on it. Prospective studies evaluating real world performance, safety outcomes, and clinical impact in controlled healthcare setting. Next is regulatory approval. If you are using clinical data, clinical trial data, then you need a approval. Next is continuous monitoring, ongoing surveillance tracking performance metrics, adverse events, and model drift in production environment. Whenever suppose most of the especially in healthcare, they are using what? They are using smart robots, they are using electronic health records. So all these things are fully monitored by the health organization, of that respective country. Next is limitation and future scope of clinical decision support system. So obviously, whenever we are talking about clinical decision support system, data, everything is based on data. Because what we are going to do, if we are going to use any approach we are going to use, we have to analyze the data first. Okay, so data quality. What is the data quality? So we have to provide the training, maybe 90% training and 10% testing. So training data set may contain historical biases, incomplete records. Whenever we are collecting the data, it is not 100% sure that you are going to receive the balanced data. No, maybe incomplete record, non-representative population, potentially leading to disparate performance. Different things can be there. Next is interoperability. Integration challenges can be there across diverse electronic health record system, data format. Obviously, clinical workflow limit seamless deployment in multi-institution setting. Next is continuous learning. Obviously, balancing adaptive model improvement with regulatory requirement remains complex. So whenever we have any technology, any technique, always we have continuous improvement. AI in medical robots. So the intelligent frontier. What is AI medical robots? Medical robots, simply they are working on intelligence. They are working on intelligence. They are working on artificial intelligence, and they are the trend model. They are the trend model. So medical robots represent the convergence of mechanical precision, sensors integration, artificial intelligence, transforming surgical capabilities and outcome patients outcome. The medical robots are providing accuracy, very high accuracy, and this accuracy will not be provided by the human, but we need an expert. We need expert physician, expert doctor to operate these robots. So here we have components of medical robot system. What are the components of medical robot system? We have many components, like advanced sensors. Whenever we have any medical robot, all the medical robots are inbuilt with advanced sensor, like force torque sensor, vision system, tactile feedback mechanism, providing real-time environment and awareness. Next is precision actuators. High fidelity motors are there to enable micro movement with sub-millimeter accuracy. Next, we have AI controller. Obviously, because it's a combination of mechanical parts also, electrical part also, but main focus is AI. So AI controller, we have here neural network processing sensory input, optimizing trajectories and adapting to dynamic surgical condition. Last, we have communication layer, real-time data exchange. Real-time data is exchanging from the patient and from the robot to the physician. So real-time data exchange between robotic component, imaging system, and surgeon interfaces. The surgeon who is performing, but that is working, that will sit on one interface and will operate through the robot. The robot will perform everything, but the coordinate and everything will be set by the surgeon. Leading surgical robotic platform, we have the Vinci system, industry leading platform, and 3D visualization, tremor filtration for minimally invasive procedure across multiple specialties. Then we have ROSA for neurosurgery. Then we have Corpa GRX for robotic assistant vascular intervention platform for enabling precise catheter manipulations. Next is AI enabled surgical intelligence. As I told you, like vision based recognition is there, trajectory optimization is there. We can in vision based recognition, we can use deep learning models trained on thousands of procedure, identified anatomical structure, detect issue boundaries, recognize surgical instrument in real-time video feeds. In trajectory optimization, we can use reinforcement learning algorithms. Then we have predictive error correction. Then we can use machine learning models, and these machine learning model will anticipate deviation from optimal surgical plans, and these are going to provide corrective guidance and preventive complication before they occur. Next, advanced AI and robotics in surgical innovation. And in advanced AI, what we have? Exploring cutting edge technologies that are revolutionizing surgical precision, patient's outcome, and the future of medical robots. What are these? Perception system, the eye of surgical robot. First, we have stereo vision and depth sensing. Advanced cameras are there for provide, and these cameras are providing millimeter precise 3D spatial awareness. Real-time 3D mapping, AI-powered SLAM, simultaneous localization and mapping algorithm to create dynamic spatial model. Next, we have advanced object tracking, YOLO and deep sort neural network enable real-time instrument and tissue tracking. Next, we have learning from demonstration, teaching robot surgical excellence. Even nowadays, in developing countries, the health organization they are purchasing, they are taking the medical robots, okay, to minimize the uh, health injuries, some problems occurred during the operations and all. Expert motion capture, high fidelity recording system to capture every nuance of expert surgeon movement, hand position, instrument angles, force application and timing patterns. Next, imitation learning models, advanced neural architecture to analyze recorded demonstration, learning to replicate complex surgical maneuvers through behavioral cloning and inverse reinforcement learning. Then we have skill transfer and refinement. Model generalized learned skill across variation in patient anatomy, continuously improving performance through accumulated expertise. Then we have reliabilization robotics, personalized recovery through AI. First, we have adaptive gait assistant. The robotic exoskeletons dynamically adjust support level. Means it whenever required, it can be adjusted, it can be changed. Adaptive stride length, speed, and assistance based on patient progress and real-time biomechanism. Then we have patient feedback integration. Obviously, whenever the patient will recover from the injury, from the surgery, then patient can give the feedback. Then we have reinforcement learning therapy. AI algorithm personalized treatment protocols are there to provide learning optimal intervention strategies in unique to each patient recovery pattern and capabilities. How the patient will recover, what was the patient recovery patterns and capabilities. Assistive and companion robotics for patient care, like social AI for elder care. Companion, and it is what it is, the companion robots provide cognitive stimulation, medication, reminders, and social interaction, reducing isolation while supporting independent living. If some elder person, old age person is living alone, these assistive and companion robots, what can do, they can provide the reminders for the medications and social interaction. And if the old person is living alone, then it can provide the support, means someone is there, entertainment, many things can be provided. Emotion detection system. Nowadays, most of the people are suffering from the stress and many things, for family issues. So emotion detection systems are there. Advanced facial recognition and voice analysis enable empathic responses, adjusting integration styles based on detected patient emotion states and needs. Next is continuous health monitoring. Integrated sensors, we have network track vital sign, activity levels, and behavioral pattern, alerting caregivers for to potential health concern in real time and in real time. Next is telepresence and remote surgery, breaking geographic barrier. Nowadays, if suppose we are in India, if we want a surgeon from USA or from UK, from any other country, then those surgeons can perform the surgery from different countries as well, and it is going to break a geographic barrier. And this is called telepresence, means the doctor is available there, doctor can guide to the local doctor. So 5G enable, but for this we need a high speed internet connection. So 5G enable ultra low latency next generation network, reduce signal delay to under 10 millisecond, and it is enabling surgeons to operate remotely with near instantaneous responsiveness across continents. Means if they want the advice of expert, they can get in real time. They can get in real time. AI assisted control compensation. Predictive algorithms anticipate surgeon intent and compensate for network micro delays, and stabilizing hand tremor and ensuring precise instrument control, and they can get the guidance from the expert. Global surgical access. Cross-continental procedure bring world-class expertise to undeserved region, democratizing access to specialized surgical care regardless of geographical region. Apart from this, nowadays all the governments, all countries government, they are starting telehealth. Means if the person is staying in remote area and they are unable to move from here and there, simply what they are doing, they are providing telehealth services. They can directly through the application, they can directly book their virtual appointment, and they can get the on video call or on audio call, and they can explain their vital signs, what they are facing, and in this situation the doctor will analyze the data and they can recommend the medicine or treatment. If they need any laboratory tests, even they can send to the medical team. The medical team will visit their home, they will collect their sample, and they will everything is online. Everything is online. Even in Saudi Arabia they are doing like this. Even in other countries, I hope they are following same pattern. Next is collaborative robotics, human robot surgical team. Human both combination, means human and robots both are working together. Shared workspace intelligence, collaborative robots, cobots work alongside surgeon in shared surgical fields, understanding human intent through gesture recognition and contextual awareness. Next, predictive collision avoidance. AI-based motion prediction system anticipate human and robotic movement dynamically, adjusting path to prevent interference while maintaining optimal positioning. Whenever any medical robot is performing surgery, we we need we need surgeon, we need expert there because these robots are the trend. And who created this robot? Human. So these are the trained model. So expert should be there to monitor what is going on, what is happening there. As we know, the chances of mistake are very less, but the surgeon is very important. The surgeon should be available at the time of surgery. Seamless task distribution. Intelligence system automatically divides surgical tasks. How? Robots handle repetitive precision work while surgeons focus on complex decision making and creative problem solving. Next is vision and sensor fusion, creating comprehensive awareness like computer vision, semantic segmentation, identify anatomical structure, while AI-based labeling provides real-time surgical field notion and guidance. Next, we have Bayesian fusion, deep sensor fusion network to integrate with multimodal data streams. Next, we have inertial measurement, IMO sensor track precise orientation and acceleration. Then we have haptic feedback, force sensor deliver tactile information. Next, we have audio analysis, sound sensors are there to detect abnormal tissues, Next, we have edge computing, real-time intelligence at the point of care. Local data processing, reduce cloud dependency and enhance privacy and security. So what is the task of edge computing? It is going to provide local data processing, and mainly all the like healthcare system, even other government organization, they are dependent on cloud. They are dependent on cloud to store the data, but it is edge computing is going to reduce the cloud dependency. and it is going to enhance the privacy and security. So what is local data processing on device? AI chips process sensor data continuously at the surgical site, and it is going to eliminate the network transmission delays that could compromise patient safety during critical movement. Next is reduce cloud dependency. Edge computing architecture maintain full even with connectivity disruptions. Ensuring surgical workflows continue as the surgical workflow will not stop. Enhance privacy and security, and the privacy and security will be increased. Patient data remains local during procedure, minimizing transmission of sensitive health information while maintaining HIPAA compliance and institutional security protocols. So clinical case studies, AI robotics in action, like orthotic surgery, Mako system is there. Neurosurgery, AI path planning, machine learning algorithm we use for calculate optimal surgical trajectories. Then we have for cardiovascular robotic stent development. Nowadays, before if any person is having blockage, so it was very difficult surgery from the thigh and from somewhere else, and the doctor were using different wires and all. Nowadays these stents are performing, these stent surgeries are performing by the robots. Within 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours after surgery, the patient can go his or her home without any problem, without any issue. AI enhanced clinical decision support system in medical robotics, as we discussed in our previous slides as well, like data interoperability and clinical standards. Like DICOM protocol, we have to follow digital imaging and communication in medical standard, enable universal medical image exchange and archive. FHIR framework, fast healthcare interoperability resource facilities and modern API-based clinical data sharing. Then IEEE 11073, point of care device communication. Like cybersecurity in medical AI system, we should follow critical security challenges, like medical AI face unique vulnerabilities. Medical data should be kept confidential. It should not be shared from one organization to other organization. Ethical and legal implications should be there, like accountability framework should be there. Who bear responsibility for AI driven error? If any AI driven error occurs, who is responsible? Patient autonomy, consent and transparency are paramount. Whenever you are going to any patient is going to admit in a hospital, then patient must understand when AI influences their care and processes. Next is explainability mandate. Regulatory bodies increasingly require interpretable AI. Like scalability and sustainability development, global healthcare equability. Nowadays, all the governments, they are working to achieve the sustainable development goal, especially in healthcare. Emerging research frontier, like multimodal AI integration, it's focusing a fusion of imaging, electronic health record, genomic data, continuous sensor stream, digital twin. It's emerging research. Generative AI training is a emerging research. The future of autonomous medical system. What is the future? Cognitive reasoning engines can be in the next generation. Fully autonomous assistants will be available, and in near future, AI driven microbots can be there. Intelligent nano robotic system will enable targeted drug delivery. If the patients are living in remote areas, then the healthcare system, the healthcare provider, they can use nano robotic system to deliver the drugs, to deliver the medicines. Minimally invasive procedure and cellular level intervention guided by real-time AI, and these will work with AI. Thank you very much. Any questions and answer? Any question? Hello? Hello? Hello, ma'am, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Hello?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, any question?
So participant, do you have any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask the questions. Yes, participant, any questions from your side? Yes, I think no questions, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I
Okay.
think they
Thank
understood
you, sir.
everything.
Thank you
Yes,
so
yes.
much. It's a very interactive and knowledgeable and informative session. So, thanks for
Thank you very
coming
much.
and giving you such a important time to us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, ma'am.
Yes.
It's my pleasure to join
Yes,
DY
thank you,
Patil
sir.
Institute. Welcome.
Yes, thank you,
Goodbye.
sir. Very nice session today. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Yes,
Welcome.
yes. Participant, we have a break of 15 minutes. So then again, we'll join. So don't leave the meeting, only take the break.
Okay, can I leave the session, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we have 4 campuses across the Malaysia. So I'm from the main campus, which is Nilai campuses. And then next year we were celebrating 40 years anniversary. We started our journey as a college in 1986. Until today, we have upgraded to the university, and we have produced more than 91,000 students. And across the four campuses, we have more than 1,000 plus academic staff, and we have produced more than 15,000 students also. Okay. As if you are familiar with Malaysia map, okay, we are actually located very near, very close to the international airport of Malaysia, which is Kuala Lumpur International Airport. We have one campus, Subang campus, which is near to the Kuala Lumpur city center, and we have one in Penang, and another one in East Malaysia, which is in Borneo, Sabah. Okay. We are recently ranked as 509 in the World QS World Ranking. So we actually started the QS World Ranking in 2020. In year 2023, we managed to go into the world ranking at 556. Last year was 516, and this year we managed to climb up to 509. So these are the SDG publication that we have in our INTI International University. So we are actually very aggressive compared to the Malaysia, so the circle in the middle is the world average. So Malaysia researcher or university in the middle. So there's a average for Malaysia university. So you can see we are actually quite aggressive in internship in research. So we are actually leading some of the field like responsible consumption, and industrial innovation, quality education. We are not very good in good health and well-being, but we are there, at least quite similar to the Malaysia average. A little bit about my grant, that research grant that I obtained throughout my research journey. So I started my research in 2006. So I was started with I'm a mathematician. Okay, I was from a bachelor in computational mathematics. So my research was in optimization of fundamental research. Then I worked with bioinformatic peoples. I managed to get a grant talking about computational proteins, and then I venture into a lot of area. So I also managed to get a grant in Islamic finance. And then after that, I joined with my friend applying grant in Asian option pricing, IoT, see, and blockchain, as I'm the principal investigator from INTI SIG grant. And now I have one colleague from in now. So we also managed to get a grant in game theory. And then we also secure grant from King Faisal University. So we managed to get 2 grants. So it's about IoT. So we do a lot of this kind of mobile devices and blockchain risk grant. Okay. My research background, actually, because of my background is mathematics, and as you all know, mathematics can be everywhere. So I actually join a lot of research in terms of like computer science, chemistry, and I have a very active group of people working on medicine, pharmaceutical, so I'm actually multidisciplinary researcher. And just for your information, most of my papers collaborate with international, and you can see my only national collaboration are only 6.7, and I never just write paper with one university. I like to collaborate. I believe that knowledge sharing, knowledge transfer is very important. So I will always work together with partners university again to grow the research. Little bit about my journey. So I started in 2006 in a research in mathematical sciences in optimization. Then I started my PhD. I as just now mentioned that I finished my PhD in 2019. I actually used 7 years to complete my PhD. But moving toward this, because I was part-time doing my PhD, I was a full-time as a lecturer. I'm working on a head of program for actuarial sciences. So that's why I'm involved with Islamic finance. And then I moved to INTI International University, my current university, after I completed my PhD in 2019, and they offered me as an associate professor. Then I promote to become the dean of the faculty of data science and IT in the following years after joining the INTI International University. And the year after, I being promoted again to be a professor, and also I was chairing the university research committee, and they also promote me to pro vice chancellor of global engagement. So that's how I become today. Okay, so basically my research journey, I started with very fundamental algorithm, developing the optimization algorithm, designing all the algorithm. We're talking about some intelligence, and then do all the modeling, and that's all before AI or machine learning have came in, you know. So we started with all the algorithm. Then we realized that machine learning is actually using optimization algorithm also. And then we have smart system come in, then only we have the AI today. Okay, so this is how it keep on evolve. So my research also from very fundamental. Then I was doing application. Then I try to apply my knowledge, my interest into more sectoral innovation. So I joined with the renewable energy, healthcare, and also some global sustainability challenge. Okay, so I'm going to start my topic today. So today topic, basically we are talking about wearable devices and the Internet of Medical Things. So many years ago we talked about IoT. So IoT was named as Internet of Things, because a lot of people know nowadays we are using 5G. Okay, we are moving from a 4G internet to 5G. So actually, what's the difference between 4G internet and 5G? Basically, to be honest, the speed of 4G internet is sufficient for humans to use to connect it to the internet. Okay, but the problem is when all your home devices, we're talking about all your digital devices, electronic devices, start connect into the internet. They also want to use internet. That's why we need 5G. Okay, so the speed of 5G actually designed for Internet of Things. Okay, but nowadays IoT is turned it into intelligent of thing. So now they convert this also into Internet of Medical Things, right? So there's a lot of this kind of special names. I wish in 2 or 3 years later, this IOMT, it will change it to Intelligent of Medical Things. Okay, so we are actually living in an era where, you know, nowadays the watch on your, you know, your wrist can be detect your heart condition before you feel any symptoms. When a small page on your arm, you know, can continuously monitor your glucose level. Your smartphone can serve as the personal health command center. So this is no longer a science fiction anymore. Okay, it's happened right now. So the revolutional is there. So whatever wellness, medical care, so when we talk about IOMT, this is how it changed our life, you know, say you can save a lot of money by preventing, okay, doing a lot of prevention rather than taking medicine from the doctor. Okay, so let's move on. So what is IOMT? Okay, so IOMT is an ecosystem that connected medical devices, sensor applications that collect, transmit, and analyze health data over the networks. So this is the definition that I found, you know, in internet. But the key things here is about the wearable devices. Let's say we're talking about smartwatch, fitness tracker, medical monitor, okay, sensor, biometric sensor that can capture the vital sign, and then wireless network that for you to connect, you know, as I mentioned, the 5G just now. So, and then a cloud platform that AI processing the health data, and then healthcare system that integrate with the electronic device. So these are the things that is essentially a massive ecosystem that connected all the medical devices, and then they work together. Okay, so think about it as a healthcare version of Internet of Things, about that you have been heard about smart home. So last time we talked about Internet of Things. Then when you go home, your car, when you're driving your vehicle, when you are reaching your home, your vehicle can inform your auto gate, automatic, they will open the door, right? Once you go into your house, okay, actually while you are traveling back to your home, 15 minutes before you reach home, okay, your vehicle are already informed the air conditioner at your home, turn on, so that when you walk into your house, you have a very comfortable zone, So same thing. So IOMT will act as the same thing. It will help you to prevent. Okay, it's like it will provide you all the information, all the whatever data that your body, your healthcare data, and if they can act connected to your doctor. Okay, sometimes all this integration of this healthcare system, so the doctor can access the data directly, so they can do the direct advice, the first-hand advice with all the data that they can receive immediately. So this is how IOMT will help and changing human life in future. So the journey of this we talk about the wearable healthy technology is fascinating. So we started to have this smartwatch, or we call it as, actually we started with a very basic pedometers, okay, to check our heart rate, okay, monitor in early of 2000s, okay. Then we have the Fitbits, okay, Fitbit that we can wear, and then the smartwatch with some basic health tracking, check your step, your heartbeat kind of thing. And nowadays, in 2016 to 2020, then we can see the Apple Watch, can gain the FDA or clearance, the ECG feature. So they can have the continuous glucose monitor, become a very widely available for the diabetic, So these are the Apple Watch time. And then now AI powered diagnostic, okay. So today we are in the most exciting phase, which is they are already coming to the AI and a lot of multi-sensor integrations, so to make your data more accurate. Okay, so currently the wearable have used the AI to predict the health events before they happen. They are validated through regular clinical trial. They also integrate seamless with the healthcare system. So what started as the simple step count has evolved into the life-saving medicines device that millions rely on every day. Okay, so a lot of people are using this kind of devices. Wait, sorry, I turned off my WhatsApp. Okay. Okay, so there are a few type of wearable medical devices. Okay, the variety of these wearable medical devices are truly remarkable. Let's walk through the major category like smartwatch, fitness tracker. These are the things like Apple Watch, Fitbit, Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy Watch, So these are the things that they can trace your heart rate, step, and then your sleep, your blood oxygen. Then a little bit upgrade, then now you can have those CGM, so the like that Dexcom G7, Abbott Freestyle Libre, and they really monitor your glucose, okay, for diabetics. So these are those for diabetics. And then we have like ECG monitor. Okay, so Apple Watch ECG, that so they are the upgrade version of Apple Watch. So they detect any arterial fibrillation or an irregular heart rhythm. Okay, so they will act like the ECG. You are bringing ECG everywhere. Not last time when you want to do some ECG scanning, it cost you a lot, cost you a bomb. Nowadays you can just like bring a ECG, walk along with you. Okay, and then blood pressure monitor. So this one also very, because a lot of people getting heart attack, especially those high blood pressure. So you can have this Omron health guide. So it is always trace your BP. So it will give you alert when your BP shoot up. Okay, so and you have also smart patches. These are the sensor that continuously check your health monitoring. Okay, now even you have some smart clothing, okay, that embedded a lot of sensor. So these are normally for athletes, okay, or some cardio patients. So they need to trace their health, okay. And now for hearing also, we have some special devices, okay, to trace some to use the to trace the health tracking. Okay, so that's are the wearable medical devices that available in the market. And for economy wise, you can see now we're talking about the numbers. Okay, it's a very big, is a big business here. So the global IoMT markets was valued approximately $176 billion in 2024, and it predict nearly it will double by 2332 billion by 2030. Okay, so you know, in 4 years time or 5 years time, okay, it would double the value. So this is a very massive growth. So in 2023 alone, over 5 to 1 million wearable devices was shipped globally in 2023. And we also can see 30% of this compound annual growth rate, okay, through this 2030. So the key, why the business of this IoMT market can grow so fast? Because of the aging population. So nowadays a lot of youngsters, they do not like to deliver have newborn baby. So now our population getting aging. So that's why this kind of market getting important. Okay, and we have a lot of chronic disease prevents, and healthcare costs are reduction because you have used this monitoring and you can prevent before it happens. And this kind of and nowadays the technological advancement also making the cost getting cheaper. And then and the COVID-19 pandemic is actually make a lot of people realize the importance of healthcare. Okay, so that's why now people are more concerned about healthcare and will invest into this kind of devices. So let's talk about the system architecture. So I'm a mathematician, but I actually work with a group of IT people. So of course I may not answer you correctly, you know. So some of this part actually they are the one who taught me. So as a computer architecture, they will have a few layers. So this system architecture will have is a 3-tier architecture. So the first layer is about the perception layer. So they have a lot of sensor collecting the data. Okay, so then they have the network layer. So these are the after the collecting the data, then the data transmit through the wireless protocol. Okay, then the application part. So the application part is when after you collected all the data, then we start to do analysis and then storage and visualize about the pattern prediction, kind of thing. So there are a lot of data analysis happen in the application layer here. Okay, so finally, this all insight will deliver to your healthcare system and provide who can monitor your health. So normally it was sent to your doctor. So this three-tier architecture is to ensure the data flows smoothly from your body, to the medical doctor. Okay, so the key technology, there are several key technology that make this IOMT possible, such as computer engineer. Okay, but I found this fascinating. First, the sensor technology actually have advanced dramatically. So it become getting important and important now. So modern wearable using the photophilic so it's basically it's like taking, they're using this PPG, okay, to shine the light and then through your skin to measure about your blood flow. Okay, so these are the things that there are a lot of advanced technology, okay, and along with the ECG electrode, accelerator meter, gyroscope, and various others sensor. All these fit into the device, smaller, sometimes just smaller than a watch. Okay, and after the second part is the wireless connectivity, because of all these sensors, as I mentioned just now, we have 3 layers. So the first layer are all the sensors to collect all the data. So the second layer are talk about how the data transmit from the sensor, to the third layer. Okay, so the second layer is where wireless connectivity, Bluetooth. Bluetooth is good when we talk about the low energy, but sometimes it doesn't really able to carry a lot of data. Okay, so Wi-Fi provide high bandwidth when needed. Of course, 5G is the one enable the ultra low latency for real-time application. And then nowadays even you have NFC simplified devices pairing. So the third part is about how you can use the cloud computing, unlimited data storage to process, okay, and continuously captured or collecting the data, okay, and then they will analyze the massive healthcare data set, while the edge computing bring some of this intelligence directly to the device. So sometimes whilst you're processing all this data, it can immediately give you the immediate insight about and reduce the latency. Okay, so these are technology work together to create the seamless experience user aspect. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how this data flow into the IOMT system. Okay. So step 1, data collection. Your device sensor continuously monitor the vital sign like heartbeat, temperature, glucose, so it will keep on measure. Okay. Step 2, pre-processing. So all the raw data is filtered or pre-processed by the devices, and then it will transfer to the edge gateway. Okay, before it is transmit. So the step 3 will be the transmission. Okay, so this is just put at the gateway. So now the data start transmit through the wireless protocol. Okay. And last one, it will be storage. So while you transfer to the cloud, so the cloud platform for you to save all the data, and there is the place that happen about data analysis. Then later AI has come in, to take over the analysis part, because we have recently a lot of AI method have been, or AI algorithm have been introduced to do all the analysis part. Okay, so and we have step 5. I missed the step 5. The step 5 basically is after you analyze, then it will give you some actionable insight, so the result will be delivered back to you through through either from smartphone or from the doctor through the dashboard. He can tell you, or when you are meeting the doctor for consultation, then they will automatic notify you about your healthcare, your status, that which required immediate action. Okay, so the entire cycle actually happen continuously and automatic, in the background. Oh, the step 5 is here. Yeah, so the result deliver to the patient, the doctor and the care team go through the dashboard to alert the patient. Okay. Okay, now we talk about real world application. Okay, so IOMT is not just a theoretical. Okay, it can be applied. So it's being used right now, in a very powerful way. So the remote patient monitoring, so is allowed the doctor to trace the patient, with the chronic disease, even from their home. Okay, so you do not need the patient to visit to the hospital, but after surgery, then patient can be monitored at home. Okay, so for elderly individual, the wearables provide peace of mind and family, also for family, while allowing the seniors to the age independently. Okay, so the medicine adherence is another application. Smart pills and also patch have been to track the medicine intake. Okay. In cardio care, okay, the continuous ECG monitor is also can detect the rhythm or prevention for the heart attack. Okay, so this one is very useful for heart attack. Fitness and wellness, this one basically is to trace for your sleeping analysis or stress management. Then we also have this diabetes management, which is using the CGM. Then they're talking about they will watch the diabetes patient, the real-time glucose level all the times. And the last one will be the mental health. Okay, so even in mental health, the wearable tracking system can trace the patterns, also the anxiety indicator, or how the economic connective health marker, okay, to analyze. So the benefit of these wearable devices and also IOMT actually is these are very transformative. The benefit is transformative to the patient, healthcare system, and also the society at whole. So early disease detection is perhaps the most powerful benefit. Continuously monitor the identify the health issue before it become critical emergency. Okay. There are also documented case like using the Apple Watch detecting the artery fibrillation in user who have no symptom, allow them to get treatment before suffering a stroke. Okay, so patient outcome improved dramatically because the real-time data enable the doctor to do intervents, the proactive and also personalized treatment based on the actual patient data rather than occasionally check and then this and that. Okay. Healthcare costs decrease significantly, of course, because we have reduced the hospital visitation by the patient. Okay, and the health the patient also feel empowered when they gain visibility into their own health and can make informed lifestyle decisions. Healthcare access expand because the remote monitoring bring quality care to the rural and also undeserved area where the doctor are scared to approach those places. We are also seeing the emergency of data-driven precision medicines, where the treatment is optimized based on how individual patient being respond, and patient with chronic condition can be maintain their quality of life and independence. Okay. Let me share a very powerful success story that demonstrate the IOMT, the real world impact. Starting with the Apple Watch that I just mentioned just now. So the Apple introduced a FDA cleaned ESG feature that that can detect the irregular heart rhythm notification. This isn't just a cool gadget feature, it's a validated medical capacity. There are now numerous documentation case of this Apple Apple Watch detecting the diagnostic with AFib, started the treatment to prevent the stroke. So some of these people are having suffer stroke without early detection. So think about the scale, over 100 million people actively using Apple Watch nowadays, meaning over 100 million people are being continuously monitored. Okay, for the dangerous heart rhythm. Okay, this represent a fundamental shift from a consumer devices to a people wear for fitness or convenience is simultaneous functional as a life-saving medicine devices. Okay, so it perfectly illustrate the line, how the line between consumable technology and also the medical devices. Okay, how this IOMT is making advanced healthcare monitor system accessible to everyone, not just those who are already diagnosed with some condition. Okay. AI and machine learning are the brain behind nowadays the modern wearable, or transforming raw sensor data into a meaningful health insight. Predictive analytics is one of the most exciting application. Machine learning models can be actually predict health even before they happen. Okay. For example, algorithm can be predict epilepsy sees minutes before they occur, giving the patient times to get to the safety. They can also predict this can also predict the dangerous blood sugar crash in diabetic 30 minutes in advance. Pattern recognitions pattern recognition algorithm continuously analyze your vital sign and activity patterns, learn what's your normal for you, and alerting you when something abnormal appears. And then personalized insight is one of the key here. The algorithm adapts into the individual baseline. This algorithm adapt rather than relying on the population average. Okay, so they're making insight far more accurate and relevant. For sleeping stage detection, the deep learning classification have been used. So they the deep and REM stage use more motion and heartbeat rate data. Fall detections combine multiple sensor inputs and machine learning to distinguish between normal movement and the actual falls. Actually, calling for help for elderly user, the DICOM G7 I mentioned earlier, use AI to provide glucose prediction. So fundamentally, changing diabetes management from reactive to proactive. Despite all the benefit that I mentioned just now, okay, IOMT also facing some significant technical challenges that we are engineer need to solve now. So battery life is a constant struggle. Okay, so continuous monitoring, wireless transmission, and on-device processing drain the battery very fast. Okay, so the user won't wear device that need daily charging. So we have to balance the functionality with the power consumption constantly. Accuracy and reliable are critical because we are making the devices decision based on this data. So consumable grade sensor must achieve a clinical grade. What? Sorry. This is what happened when you work from home. So consumable grade devices actually can achieve the clinical grade accuracy, which are now challenging when the device encounter motion artifact and then environmental interference and also wearable skin contact. Okay, so lack of the standards is also one of the technical challenge from different manufacturing. They didn't communicate effectively. Okay, so these are also or they cannot integrate with your existing healthcare system. So that's also a very also a challenge. And then connectivity issue. So network reliability. Sometimes, as I mentioned, we need the 5G internet, latency, coverage gap in between the remote area. Okay, so these are also a huge challenge. Data management is overwhelming. A single user can generate gigabyte of healthcare data monthly or by multiplying a million user. So it will create a massive storage and also the processing challenge. So user adoptions also depends on comfort and then usability. So if the devices are bulky, difficult to carry, difficult to use, I think people will also won't wear them for long term. So this is how can be beneficial to the people. Okay, so user adoption also is one of the biggest challenge. Security and privacy of these IOMT are absolutely critical because we are all dealing with some of the most sensitivity information, your health data. Okay, so these threats are real and serious. The data breach targeting healthcare organizations are increasing because health data incredibly valuable on the black market. Okay, more value than credit card membership. Okay, or they stolen your credit card, you have some limited budget, but once they know about your health data, they can sell you a lot of product. They can start thinking about how to get money from you, because you, for your health, you will, you know, spend all your money to get back to regain the recovery. Okay, so unauthorized access is a risk when the device and also app have a weak authentication, so potentially allow others to view your creating man in the middle of attack, you know. Oh no, sorry, to view your personal health data. So data interception between the wireless transmission is possible. If proper encryption isn't used, it will create man in the middle attack. So even physical devices are tampering could compromise the data integrity. So end-to-end encryption ensure the data transmission is will be one of the security measure here. And HIPAA compliance, adhere to the health data privacy regulations. And then we also have this multi-factor authentication. So nowadays, that's why nowadays mobile phone also have this kind of authentication. They not only use your thumbprint, they will send you some special codes, or they try to check whether you are a robot or not. You know, so a lot of this kind of multi-factor authentication. Okay, to prove that you are the real human. And blockchain is also one of the most security to make sure the health record can be shared, can be transfer, but but in a very secure system. Okay, so blockchain is one of them. Of course, the regulatory landscape also for IOMT is very complex. So far, only in US, the FDA classification for medical devices, they classify into 3 classes. The class 1 is very low risk. Okay, wellness devices. So this one is basically just a basic fitness tracker, how many steps, you know, heartbeat kind of thing. So the class 2, the moderate risk medical devices like the ECG monitor. So it required 510K clearance. Class 3 will be a high risk devices. Normally this one is implant to your body. It will require the PMA regulator to watch approval. So the key regulation protect the patient, including the HIPAA in the US, which set strictly the standards for protecting the patient privacy and also violation heavily. Then the GDPR in Europe, they talking about General Data Protection Regulator. So even go with the data protection requirement. So it given individual extensive control over the personal data. The medical devices regulation in the EU establish comprehensive safety and performance requirement. The challenge of innovator is balance the speed of technology advancement with necessary regular for safety validation. So regulation exists to protect the patient, but overly burdensome processes can be slow innovation and delay beneficial technology from reaching people who need them, and finding the balance is crucial for this health grow in LMT. Okay. Let's talk about the current trend, especially in these 2 years. We start talking about the AI powered, diagnostic. This have moved beyond the simple data collection, but actually eventually come to the diagnosing condition. The wearable can be now detect the sleep apnea, various type of arrhythm, and then even the sign of depression from activities, psychological patterns. Integration with the telehealth have become seamless. So the doctor can consult, can advise you after they get the immediate alert from your data. So when you have the video appointment with your doctor, they can also use the real-time data to analyze from your wearable during the consultation, and then making remote care almost effective in a person visit. So then miniaturization is some small more discrete sensor and patches are being used. So this one is also moving toward the invisible monitoring. Multi-parameter monitoring is a single devices to trace one or two metrics. Device now can trace more than 10 vital signs simultaneously. Okay, 10 plus. Mental health have emerged to stress and then anxiety, mood tracking feature. So now these are all become very standard devices. So prescription digital therapeutic are now FDA approved apps that treat the medical condition alongside instead of the traditional medicine. So 5G internet have enabled the ultra fast and low latency, network enabling, and real-time remote surgery for and monitor. Okay. Finally, we are seeing the value-based care models. Okay, which insurance company actually incentive wearable use by offering premium discount for the members who actively monitor their health. They have a lot of campaign, have a lot of insurance awareness, to encourage all the people start talking about the healthcare or wear all these devices. Okay, let's talk about the future. So the future of IOMT basically is something that we really get exciting and perhaps a bit futuristic. Smart textiles are moving beyond wearable devices to making the clothes itself smart. So we're talking about smart clothing. Okay. So imagine a t-shirt that can continuously monitor your health without any separate devices. And then ingestible sensor, FDA approved pills with tiny sensor that can trace your medicine and prove that inside that when the gastrointestinal health or from inside your body, advanced biosensor are being developed and to detect the biomarker of for cancer, for an infection or metabolic disorder from sweat, and then for salads or your saliva, you know. Imagine the device could be also detect cancer early as from a drop of sweat, you know. So from your sweat, they can start analyze and detect whether you have cancer or not. Ultimate AR and VR integrations is also creating a new possibility for physical rehabilitation, surgery training, and also mental health therapy, making this all treatment more engaging and more effectively. Another one is lab on a chip. So this is a portable or miniaturing entire diagnostic laboratory into a brain computer interface. While they mostly are experienced showing the integral for promise the treating physics, and also some disorder with the nervous system. So this all can be detect, okay, from the brain computer interface. Okay, we are almost come to the I think last. The challenge for future, as we are looking at the exciting future, we must also acknowledge that there are some significant challenge that need to be solved. Standardization is desperately needed because the devices have been developed. So we need a universal protocol for this data format like FHIR, HL7. Their devices are from different manufacturer, so they should be communicate seamlessly so that their integration will be more easier. So clinical validation must become a more rigorous and more consumer wearable device, or manufacturer can making the health claim without significant without scientific evidence. Now we need more peers review study to prove the efficiency and also the accuracy. Healthcare integration, seamless integration with ESR system, and also clinical workflow. And then data overload, those clinicians overwhelming with the patient generated health data, need more intelligent filtering. So the AI actually can help like the assistant, you know, to do all these analysis and design. Okay, the digital divots ensure the equitable access across the socioeconomic groups, so that everyone can, you know, access to these kind of digital devices. Then we're talking about ethic, the consents from the people, data ownership, algorithm bias, and also the insurance discrimination. Okay, last one is about sustainability. So the e-waste from the disposable sensor or rapidly obsolete the devices create the environmental concerns. So we must address through better design and recycling program. Okay. So the conclusion, the key takeaway: wearable devices or IoT are fundamentally transforming our healthcare from a reactive to proactive, from a hospital-centric to a patient-centric. So the promise here is we can practicization of the healthcare through the accessible technology. Early detection and prevention of disease can saving millions of lives. Empower the patient taking control of the health, and then reduce the burden on healthcare system, and also lower costs. Then personalized and data-driven treatment plans. So so as a computer engineer and technologist, we have the opportunities and responsible to build a secure, reliable, and ethical IOMT system, can improve human life globally. Okay. So the last one, these are the reference that I use to discuss about our topic today. So thank you very much for your attention. I think now you see, I can see someone phone that shows that the weather there is already dark. Okay. So now we open for Q&A. Any questions?
Yes. Hello.
Yeah,
Yes. Good afternoon, sir.
yeah. I saw some posting the the college is closing at 5:30. I'm
Yes,
traveling.
yes. People are, yes, yes, yes.
Sorry. I choose the timing so late.
Okay. Okay, no problem, sir. The session was very good, sir. We are getting a feedback from the people also.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Sir, such a wonderful and very interactive session, sir. It's a very
Okay.
knowledgeable.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
So finish. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye. See you all
Yes,
in
bye, sir.
Malaysia. Bye bye.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All participants, I have shared the feedback link on the Zoom meeting. Please fill your feedback.
We will not share it on.
We will not share this feedback link on our WhatsApp group. Please fill it.